the college fairs this week. We'll have the details ahead.
We'll have results from this weekend's sporting events, all this and more coming up on KFOI Daily News.
Good morning and happy Monday, Fort Osage High School. I'm Frankie Wanamaker.
And I'm Caleb Winslow. Today is Monday, September 15th, 2014, and here are today's news and announcements.
You've heard here on KFOI that college fair is coming up. More than 40 colleges, universities, and groups will be at the school this Thursday from 6:30 to 8 p.m. in the practice gym. This is a great time to visit with recruiters and get information on scholarships from the various universities. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Seniors, Jostens will be visiting with you during Star Time on September 25th to discuss graduation supplies. Don't miss the important meeting so you can get your announcements ordered.
The Indianettes are having a fundraiser on Monday, September 22nd at Buffalo Wild Wings, Independence location on Jackson Drive. Visit the district website and click on the News on the Go link. Find the Indianettes announcements and click on the link to print your ticket, and 10% of all sales will go back to the Indianettes. The Tribal Perk, the school's one and only coffee shop, opened for business this morning. You can get hot or iced coffee and other select beverages starting at 50 cents in the Commons area concession stand. The shop is open from 7 to 7:30 a.m. each school day. Stop by and get a cup and support your fellow Indians. We'll have today's weather after a message from our sponsor.
Lunar Bowl is a great place to have a fun and relaxing time. You can schedule your event by stopping by 2001 Northwest 7 Highway in Blue Springs or calling Tina Short at 816-220-7722. Lunar Bowl is a smoke-free facility.
Good morning, Fort Osage High School. I'm Amate Boutte, and I will be bringing you the weather for today. Current conditions, as we can see, are kind of cool. 61, it feels like 59, so it's not the warmest this morning. Today's high is supposed to be 70, which is still not the greatest, but it's still cool. It's supposed to storm also. Tonight's conditions are going to be in the 50s, or around the 50s, so it's going to be really cold, so snuggle up with your puppy. Tomorrow is supposed to be about 74, 70. It's supposed to be cool and nice outside. We'll look at the radar next. As we can see, there are some storms that are coming in towards the Independence area, so we're going to get rained on. For this week's forecast, it's supposed to be around the 70s, so cool, some rain, cloudy, so pretty typical Missouri weather for September. And next we will have Caleb Winslow with the sports report.
Welcome back, Indians. The top-ranked varsity Indian football team had an easy time with North Kansas City last Friday night, notching up a 47-12 victory. The Indians' offense amassed 447 total yards, while the defense only allowed the Hornets 217 total yards, including only 28 passing yards. The Indians' defense started out with a couple of huge sacks from Josh Tumasevi, one resulting in a fumble recovered by the Indians. That set up an easy pitch and catch from Skylar Thompson to Willie Penniman to put the Indians up by 6. The defense again came up with a huge stop on the 4th and 1 when the Hornets were threatening to score deep in the red zone. 3 plays later, Thompson hooked up with Willie Penniman again, this time across the middle on a whammy of a 95-yard touchdown pass to put the Indians up 14-0. North Kansas City answered with its own drive, resulting in 6 points. But that was all they would get in the first half. The defense stopped the Hornets with an interception by Jameson Raines that set up the offense, good field position. Thompson found Kevin Rush down the sideline with a nice pump fake that ended in a 45-yard touchdown reception. The Indians struck again on a 10-yard pass from Thompson to Penniman that gave the Indians a 27-6 halftime lead. The second half featured more defense as Josh Tuamasevi got another sack to stop the Hornets. The offense kept it on the ground the entire second half and didn't skip a beat. With Jesse McBee's 67-yard touchdown run, the Indians continued to run away with this one, with the 2 more scores from Elijah Iloilo Thompson ended the night with 267 passing yards, all in the first half. McBee had 72 yards on 5 carries, and Josh Tomasevi recorded 5 sacks on the night. The Indians are now prepared to host Staley this Friday night. The boys' varsity soccer team finished third in the Moberly tournament this weekend. Goals by Keegan Lamring and Jack DePino saw the Indians beat both Kirksville and Fatima 1-0, respectively, with Hayden Baumgartner earning both shutouts. The Indians lost 2-1 to Marshall, where Brennan Peters scored the goal. The Indians improved their record to 4-3 on the season. The varsity softball team went 2-2 this weekend in the Tonka tournament. They started off with a 15-2 win over St. Teresa's Academy. Taylor Vaughn, Lauren Sletzbaum, and Paige Hayden each had 2 hits, and Paige James had 4 RBIs. Felicia Gwen pitched a complete game, striking out 3. Then the Indians fell to Oak Grove 8-6, but bounced back to beat Winnetonka 8-3. Reagan Warner led the team with 3 hits and 3 RBIs, and Felicia Gwen struck out 5 Griffins. The day ended for the Indians in an 11-2 loss to the Liberty North. The varsity volleyball team had a tough go of it on Saturday's tournament. The team went 0-3-1, losing to Park Hill South Lee Summit, splitting with North Kansas City. The team then was knocked out of the tournament by Oak Park. Both the boys and girls varsity cross-country teams finished 5th in the UCM Mule Run on Saturday. Eli Copeland and Stephen McDowell paced the boys' team, and Kaylee Dow was the girls' top finisher. Coming up on today's Indian sports calendar, the varsity girls golf team is playing in the Oak Park Invite at Paradise Golf Course today. The girls' varsity and JV tennis teams host Kearney at 4 p.m. The boys' C soccer team host Raymore Peculiar at 4, and the JV football team hosts North Kansas City starting at 4. The boys' varsity and JV soccer teams travel to Grandview for 5 and 6 p.m. matches, and the volleyball teams are on the road against Grandview as well, with the matches scheduled for 5:30 and 7 p.m. Come out and support your Indians.
That's all we have for you today on KFOI Daily News.
And have another beautiful day here in Middle America.